If you've ever tried to learn Portuguese, you have absolutely run into the two biggest troublemakers of the language, ser and estar. They both mean to be, and man can they be a headache. But today, we are going to crack that code. Let's get right into it.
And hey, first things first, if you're confused by these two, you are in very good company. It's probably the most common hurdle for learners, but I promise by the time we're done here, you are going to have a super clear way to think about them. So let's do this. So here are our main characters for today, ser and estar. Again, they both translate to be in English, but in Portuguese, they are worlds apart. They represent completely different ways of being.
To really get this, we need to start with just one simple idea. I like to call it the golden rule. And it's all about the difference between what's permanent and what's temporary. This single idea, right here, is the key to everything.
So the core idea is actually pretty straightforward. We use ser when we're talking about things that are permanent, essential qualities, stuff that makes something what it is. And we use estar for the temporary stuff, states, moods, conditions, things that can and probably will change.
In this example, it's just perfect. Listen to this. Ele é de Lisboa. He is from Lisbon. That's his origin. That's a permanent fact about him, right? It's never going to change. But agora está no Porto. Right now, he is in Porto. That's just his current location. It's temporary. He could be somewhere totally different tomorrow. See that? Permanent versus temporary. That's the golden rule in action.
Okay, so you've got the golden rule down, permanent versus temporary. Now, let's just add a little bit more nuance to it. We're going to level up from permanent versus temporary to the idea of essence versus condition. So when you pair ser with an adjective, you're talking about the very nature of something. It's a general truth, something that's baked into its DNA. You're not just saying how it seems in the moment, you're defining what it fundamentally is. For example, seawater is salty. A lemon is sour. Right? These aren't opinions or temporary states. It's just their natural, unchangeable essence. You don't have to go taste the ocean to confirm it. It's just a known fact. And that is the perfect job for ser.
Now let's flip that. When you use estar with an adjective, you're almost always talking about a condition you've just noticed or experienced. It implies there's been some kind of check or a test or maybe a change from how it was before.
Like this. The soup is salty. Why? Well, because I just tasted it, and whoa, someone went a little crazy with the salt. It's not that soup in general is salty, it's that this soup, right now, is salty. Or, today I am tired. That's my current condition because of my day. These are specific, observable moments in time, and that is 100% estar's territory.
All right, enough with the theory, right? Let's get practical. Let's look at some super common, everyday situations where you're going to have to make that choice between ser and estar. This is where it all starts to click. Okay, think of this table as your little cheat sheet, and you can start to see the patterns we've been talking about, right? Your current location, that's temporary, so you use estar. Where you're from, your origin, that's permanent, ser. A profession is seen as part of your identity, so that's ser. But a temporary feeling, like being happy or sad, that's estar. This little guide really pulls it all together.
And now we get to my absolute favorite part. This is where you have that real aha moment. We are about to see how just switching between ser and estar can completely change what you're saying. This is where you really start to feel the power of these verbs.
Okay, check this out. A janela é larga. The window is wide. That's about its design. The architect made a wide window. It's a permanent characteristic. But a janela está fechada. The window is closed. That's just its current state. It could be opened in 2 seconds. See? One is what it is. The other is how it is.
Here we go again, another great one. The supermarket is big. That's talking about its size, a permanent feature. But the supermarket is open, that's its temporary status, right? Because in a few hours, it'll be closed. The verb you pick tells the whole story. And let's bring it back to people. If you say, o empregado é simpático, you're saying he's a nice guy in general. It's his personality, an inherent part of him. But if you say, o empregado está cansado, you're just describing how he is right now. He's still that nice person, he's just tired. That one little change in verb makes a world of difference. It's so powerful.
Okay, so we've covered a lot. We've gone from the golden rule to all these little nuances. So now let's just boil it all down to one super simple go-to framework that you can take with you and start using right away.
And hey, this isn't just something we made up. The framework we're about to use comes straight from methods that have worked for learners for a long, long time. This is the real deal for making this stuff second nature.
So here it is. It all comes down to this one question. Are you describing what something is, its permanent identity? Then you're going to use ser. Or are you describing how something is right now, its temporary condition or its location? Then you use estar. That's it. What it is versus how it is. That's the framework.
And this last example just nails it. Ela é simpática. That's what she is, a kind person. It's her identity. But ela está simpática hoje. That's how she is today. Maybe she's just in a good mood. It's her current behavior. With one verb, you've gone from talking about her core personality to her behavior in a single moment. It's amazing.
So there you have it. Cracking the code for ser and estar isn't about memorizing endless lists of rules. It's just about understanding that simple, powerful difference between what is and how is. So the only question left is, how are you going to use these two verbs to describe your world today?